Abdu'l-Bahá's grandson, Shoghi Effendi, who was later chosen by Abdu'l-Bahá to be the guardian of the Baha'i faith, was once asked by his wife, Ruhiya Khanum, what is the purpose of the life of a Baha'i? And Shoghi Effendi replied, the purpose of the life of a Baha'i is to promote the oneness of humanity. So there are so many stories about how Abdu'l-Bahá himself exemplified that purpose in his own life, and today I wanted to share with you one example from Abdu'l-Bahá's time in Paris. So Abdu'l-Bahá really spent a significant amount of time in Paris. It was the place where he spent more time than anywhere else on his travels through the West. And when he came back after his tour of North America, he came back to Europe a second time, and he spent about 9 months essentially living in Paris, embedded in the community there. And it must have been an extraordinary time for those early Parisian Baha'is to actually have Abdu'l-Bahá living amongst them as a part of their tiny little fledgling Baha'i community. It's almost overwhelming to imagine what that must have been like. And during that period of 9 months, Abdu'l-Bahá, of course, gave many talks in public places and private places all over Paris. And among the people who came to his talks, there was one very poor young French black man who was just totally enchanted by Abdu'l-Bahá, and he came to every meeting that he possibly could. And Abdu'l-Bahá had a great love for this young black man, especially because he was well aware of the socially accepted racial discrimination in Paris at the time. And he lauded this young man for having the courage to come to these meetings, and he really just showered encouragement on this young man. And one day, Abdu'l-Bahá was giving a public talk in a very chic, expensive hotel right in the center of Paris. So most of Abdu'l-Bahá's talks took place either in the apartment where he was staying in Paris, or in different people's homes, or interesting societies and clubs that invited him to come and be a speaker. But on this one occasion, he was giving a talk in this fancy hotel, and this young man arrived at the door of the hotel, and as he was entering the hotel lobby, he was intercepted by a member of the hotel staff who stopped him and told him that he couldn't come in here, saying that his presence would be inconsistent with the standards of the hotel and that he had to leave. So this kind of treatment was probably nothing new to this young man. So he left, disappointed but not surprised. Well, a few minutes later, this was mentioned to Abdu'l-Bahá, and Abdu'l-Bahá immediately went to the hotel manager, and he told him that he was extremely upset that this had happened, and he demanded that the hotel manager go out into the street and find this young man, who he referred to as my friend. He said, "Where is my friend? Go out and find my friend." And he told the hotel manager, "I did not come to Paris to see expensive hotels or furnishings, but to meet my friends. I did not come to Paris to conform to the customs of Paris. I came to establish the standard of Baha'u'llah." Hi there, I'm doing these short videos throughout 2021 in honor of the centenary of the passing of Abdu'l-Bahá, whose writings are the basis of my new album, Home of Light, which is coming out one song at a time throughout the year. All these short stories come from this book, Vignettes from the Life of Abdu'l-Bahá, by Annamarie Honnold, and I hope these little anecdotes give us some glimpses into Abdu'l-Bahá's life during this special year. Also, if you'd like a copy of the album, since Home of Light has been made through the support of so many friends around the world, I've decided to give it away as a gift on behalf of everybody who helped to make it. So if you'd like to receive the album, you can sign up at my website, lukeslott.com. It's linked in the description below. And in November, prior to the centenary itself, you'll receive the album as a gift in celebration of Abdu'l-Bahá's life. So I appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe buttons, and if you'd like to hear the story behind the album, you can check out my podcast, A Story of Light, also linked in the description below.